time to answer the call. We stepping into the future and leading the charge. We only dreaming large, going colossal, impossible's nothing at all. Breaking the boundaries, making them fall, pushing the pathway through the wall, making the world evolve. Better get ready, cause we about to raise the bar. Let's go. This is the moment. And we are the movement. We are the dreamers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, Kyra, and today we are going to be talking about the break. We've all heard the famous line, "We are on a break," but is it really a break, or does it give somebody a hall pass, or is it just a pause button? So let's get our people on the show so we can get this show started. First up, Mr. Roshan Davis.
Yo.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
How you? How's everybody doing?
We alive.
We live.
We alive.
It's gonna be interesting.
We shall see. We shall see.
As usual.
And of course, last but not least, let's bring on the Deacon.
It's the D. The DEACO is man.
I was about to say you forgot how to spell it.
Uh-oh. Somebody had a little bit too much communion.
You stupid. All right, lovely peoples. I'm gonna ask Sean first.
What I do?
Why you had to do something?
What you asking me?
What is your definition of a break?
What's my definition of a break in a relationship?
Yep.
I think it has to be very, very detailed for one.
What you mean very, very detailed?
It gotta be detailed because are you taking a break from the relationship to strengthen a relationship? Or are you taking a break from each other because, you know, at this moment, you don't want to deal with each other for the moment? I think it's a difference. A little bit. I think it's a little different. Because you got some people that they take a break for the relationship, you know, to dial back things for the relationship. Within the relationship, it's all about the relationship. You got some times where people just need a break from each other. And they take a break from the relationship. I think if you can get what I'm saying, I think there's a difference. It's like when Ross and Rachel on Friends when they had a little break. And for the rest of the shows, his argument was, yeah, I slept with somebody, but we were on a break. But with her, it was like, no. So I think you need to define what you're doing. If you're doing it to strengthen a relationship or to, you know, a break from each other, period. So hopefully I, you know, explained it clear enough.
I think you did. I think that's a very strong point.
So, Deacon, you agree with his explanation?
No, we mean.
You agree with it? Hey, Ivory, you agree with the definition of what Sean just said?
Um, I don't want to per se say that was he gave the definition of what a break is. I think he gave the
About
vital components of what's needed for a break to be successful. No, maybe he did. Never mind. Take that back. He gave both. So yeah, I had to go back. He be coming in with all of it. So you got to go all the way back to the beginning. Like, wait, nope, he did touch that. Yeah. So, yep, most definitely.
So we're gonna watch this little clippity dip, and then we're gonna get back into this topic.
Oh, I know we had an episode on breaks before, taking breaks within a relationship. If you was to take a break, is your significant other that you're breaking from, is he allowed to date?
We broken up?
No, y'all taking a break.
Oh, then we're working on what we need to work on.
So he can't
So
date.
you shouldn't be worried about anybody else. If we're taking a break, then we need to be internally focusing on what causes our issues.
Can I ask you a
in the
question?
You are the
relationship.
look.
Can I ask you, I got to ask this question real quick. During that break that I'm not allowed to talk to nobody else, are you still giving me coochie?
No, but we're talking. We're going to see that lady at the.
So hold on.
We're going to see the lady on the couch.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're taking a break. Did you tell me how long this break is gonna be?
No.
It's on when you predicate the break is over. You.
Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise for you.
So until that time,
Yeah.
I can't have no sex.
But sex is gonna cloud your mind anyways, and you need to be focusing on what the fuck we got going on.
Kitty, did you have a problem?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I did. This is what I have a problem with this whole break conversation. I do because people utilize breaks to really mask a lot of problems that they have within themselves. There are so many people who cannot acknowledge the fact that they just don't have the relationship skills that will allow them to keep building or maintaining that relationship. Or maybe somebody has a fear of conflict, or maybe somebody has abandonment issues and they don't really want to actually lose this person. Right. Or maybe somebody just has attachment trauma that they haven't navigated yet. And so they put this little label right there and say that we're going to take a break. Woo. But you're really not focusing on what it needs to be. There's a such thing as a therapeutic separation. 90 days is where we typically start. 90 days to see what you two can do separately to work on the relationship. That does not mean that you introduce somebody new, a new experience, a new anything to that situation. That is not what that means. What are you two actively doing? What conscious efforts are you all applying within yourself to navigate whatever subconscious trauma, whatever subconscious behaviors that you have that are causing detriment to your relationship? I can't stand the break conversation because it is simply a scapegoat that way too many people use.
I agree. Thank you so much. In that 90-day therapeutic separation.
Go to the next question.
Because I'm still concerned about. Okay, so how could. No, you do not take a break from me 90 days. And here's the thing, you're not taking a break and giving me the time. You're not saying, oh, in 90 days we're gonna you're gonna take a break. It's gonna be a hypothetical break until you feel better. And I don't know. And then you may not even come back to this relationship. So for 90 days,
if you don't come back, that means that you realize you couldn't. If you don't come back after a therapeutic separation, that means that you realize you either could not work through whatever it was with that person, or maybe you still need to do some inner work.
All right. Thank you for your question.
How many fingers you got? Let me see.
5.
Then you can fuck.
God damn. Don DeMarco.
No.
90 days, you and yourself.
Listen, it's wild to me that you think you're going to take a break from me and then you're going to control my body, my choice.
That was wild at the end.
So there you have it.
This one we started. This
Wow.
one we have to put out again. So before we get into this real conversation, now that we have had some clarification, some pieces to add into the conversation, let us first start the show off by saying that Rashawn has moved, and that if you have. If you decide to go mess up his lawn again, you'll be messing somebody else's lawn up, and it may not be as nice as Rashawn was by not looking for you and pressing charges.
Oh
All right,
God.
let's start
Lord
there.
have mercy.
Oh
It
God.
is not gonna be that kind of show. And let's get this party started.
What kind of show? What you mean by that?
It's not gonna. It ain't gonna be that kind of show. Ain't nobody gonna be coming for Sean.
I don't be doing that.
He wasn't doing nothing the last time when he tore up his lawn. Poor man's lawn.
Oh God.
To some people probably felt some type of way. Who knows how people gonna feel? What?
Right.
At the
So
end of the
just in
day,
case, that's why we have to make sure they understand.
could y'all
That's how
please
it's gonna happen.
just leave my cousin alone? Just leave him alone. He don't bother nobody. Leave
You
him
get mad at him,
alone.
drive down to the police house and tell their law.
Oh,
To the firehouse.
Leave him.
Go down to the firehouse and tell their law.
He out here saving lives. Leave him be.
That's it. That's it. All right.
All
Now
right,
what you got?
let's. Who?
You.
Who? Me, myself, and I. I got me, myself, and I. No, I don't believe that. When you take a break, I don't think that you should be introducing other people into your relationship. When you are taking a break, you are supposed to be thinking about your relationship, whatever is going on in that relationship, and some self-reflection. So when you come back to your relationship, y'all can have a calm discussion about what it is that you both need, want, or whatever to make your relationship work. And if y'all can't come to an understanding, then I feel as though y'all should part ways. I think that is appropriate. And that's all I
Well,
can
what I
And no,
don't-
there will
what
be
I
no
don't
sex.
agree with- and that's what I don't agree with, because for you to tell someone, unless this is a break that we both are agreeing to, we have jointly claimed together to say, you know what, we need a break. Then I don't feel like you get to stipulate. You don't get to stipulate what all the rest of that stuff, because you're
Why
not
not?
asking for the break. I didn't ask for a break. I don't think anything. I don't.
Yeah,
think
but if you
anything.
but if you agree to it,
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If I agree to it, is one thing. But if you ask for a break, I don't have to agree to that break, to that said break, because I can say no. I don't think anything's wrong. You finding something wrong, so you're asking me to give you time to dig deep and to search, to do a deep search of yourself to find out what is it in you that you're not finding happiness in this relationship.
well, ain't that
So
what she
you
trying to
not
tell
in
you?
this relationship.
But ain't that what she
If
trying to
she's
tell
not
you? Ain't that what the communicate? Ain't that what she trying to communicate to you? That something ain't right in a relationship.
right, but if,
So shouldn't y'all be working on that together?
but what if I'm in love? What if I'm madly in love with you? But I'm like, you know what, Kat, you the best thing
Okay,
since sliced bread, and you telling me like, yeah,
okay.
but I'm not all the way in love with you. Then that's we're not seeing. So what am I missing that you're not, or what am I seeing that you're not seeing? So you're asking for a moment so we can get on the same
That's the
page.
reason of the communication.
But if you are asking for a
And
moment,
nobody is saying that y'all both can't be in love. It's just that maybe y'all got some things that need to be worked out. And you may see the things that need to be worked out and you pushing them shits to the side like they don't exist. Because for whatever the reason may be.
maybe
But
because it's
if
not a red
somebody
flag
gonna bring it to the forefront, if somebody gonna bring the situations and the issues to the forefront and say, we gotta talk about this stuff, then either we gonna talk about it and get through it, or we need to take a break and see what we want.
It's that red flag.
I'm just saying.
Do you think some people use this for their own selfish behaviors?
Absolutely. That's why I say it's not fair.
What do you mean use it for their own selfish reason? Because they want a hall pass?
Some people, because they want to do some extracurricular things. They want to get outside the relationship for a minute, but at the same time, they don't really want you getting outside the relationship. So they create this break thing.
Pinky says the terms of the break need to be discussed before the break.
Hey,
I think, honestly speaking, I think the personality of the people defines the break anyway. You know, some people, they're not gonna, venture out and do certain things. They're not gonna do certain things. That's not in their character. I mean, some people you already know, like they on some bullshit.
Fact.
But if you feel that way, then you don't do a break, you do a break up.
I mean, some people love
that's what
hard.
I'm saying.
Yeah, some people love hard. They hope and they hope and they hope. They hope people change. They hope people become what they want them to be in their mind. That the version of what they have in their mind of what this person could be, or all of those different things. Some people hope that this person gonna get it together. It happens.
Well, we can't all live on hope and dreams, but we can try.
I get it.
I'm just saying, we all can't live on hope and
I
dreams.
get it. That. Remember, love is a 4-letter word, boy. It's powerful.
It is. Love is a 4-letter word, and if you love each other the way that you want to say you do, it shouldn't be a problem when things need to be worked out or discussed in your relationship. Because we're not gonna ignore it like it don't exist. Because that is that making the problem go away?
That's if, like what Derek said. That's if I feel that there is a problem. Some people don't have that blind self, to see themselves as having a problem. They don't see that. They perfect. They good. Take me as I am.
And that's fine and dandy.
No, it's
you
not.
may not see
it's not.
You may see yourself as you don't ain't no issues, ain't no problems. But if I'm coming to you and I'm telling you that this is what it is, then that's a red flag, and that's a red flag in itself. Because that just means you're not accepting of what I'm saying to you.
I can understand that, but at the same time, I can also understand that some people are a little extreme. Some people go overboard a little bit. Some people are a little controlling. Some people try to control you with that. I mean, they try to control you with that this is my truth, this is how I feel, and when they're insecure, they're cynical. And you're supposed to hear me, listen to me, but at the same time, you coming up with straight nonsense because of your insecurity.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I'll listen to you all day long. I'll try to, compromise and bring whatever to the table. But I think it has to be reasonable. It has to be reasonable. Just because it's not a reason. It has to be some type of,
I don't think that when somebody want to take a break, it's a just because. And I just don't think that. And if somebody do have insecurities or they have issues and this and that, what's wrong with taking that break to fix some things?
Well, I think what Derek was hitting on is it makes sense. Identifying what are we fixing?
Right.
What are we fixing? And you
Yeah.
can't just keep saying we're just gonna take a break to fix some things. What are we fixing?
Right.
Well, that
What's that
well, we
for?
all know
That's gonna
that all
sound
depends on whichever that all depends on what your relationship is based off of. But
well,
if you
not just
are
based
going out,
off of,
huh?
not just based off of. It's full transparency, no matter what. It's it's
Right.
it's it's
It is.
living in truth. It's being honest. Is opening up the book. I mean, some people feel they don't have in it. You know, they're not the problem. Some people feel that. Some people
But
truly feel it's you. It ain't me. The whole
and I get
while
that part.
it's been you the whole time.
And I get that part. And that's why sometimes you need a break.
Well, if you're not transparent, because the first step in correcting any
Sweet.
problem is admitting that you have one,
Miss you, Stinky.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first step. The first step in correcting
Yes.
any problem is that admitting that you have a problem to begin with. So you got to be transparent and you got to open the book and be honest about your issues. But I think one of the biggest problems is a lot of people don't feel that they're the problem. So when we go on this break, is we going on this break for you, for me, or for us? Some people feel like you the one that need to fix it. Not me. I'm good. Take me as I am.
Right.
Well, that in itself is telling. There we go. Okay. I couldn't see the Facebook comments. I had to literally go on Facebook to see the comments. I don't know what that was about. But but that's a flag in itself. And at that point, what's the point?
Because of this 4-letter word called love.
That four-letter
And hope.
word, and you could still love somebody and walk away.
Yeah, it's just hard to do.
Not that damn hard.
A lot of people, boy. Love and hope. Love and hope, boy,
It
those
ain't
words
that
are
hard.
strong. Strong.
It ain't that.
And if you put that F word in that good F word, it makes it even worse.
What's the F word?
What?
What's
If
the
you
F
putting it
word?
down, you putting it down, and you.
Oh,
I'm just trying to figure out what the F word was.
Eric got it.
When you get that
What's the F word?
It's another
That
4-letter
is-
word start with an F. If you putting it down, boy, you got what? I ain't gonna say it.
But I ain't gonna say you could get certain things in the everywhere, but that ain't the F word he's talking about, Tasha.
What you say?
But we can't say that on the live, so we might cut the share damn live for. She said fun. Tasha
It's
said fun.
fun.
Is there?
No lies. It's fun.
That's the problem. If it's too much fun, that's a problem too.
I am done with y'all. Y'all horrible. Why everything always ends up boiling down to that?
Some good fun complicates things too.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, but if you do decide that you're going to go on a break, should you be allowed to date other people?
The person should the person who asked for the break be allowed to date other people?
No.
Should the person who didn't ask for the break are they held to that same regard?
Yes.
That's why I think it's kind of crazy. Because what you doing here is first of all, you put me on timeout. You put me on emotional timeout, you put me on sexual timeout, you put me on physical timeout, you put me on all these timeouts, and I never asked for any of this. You asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to respect you and give it to you. Because if someone, never have I ever heard of someone say, I need a break, and the other person say, no, I'm not going to give it to you. You have to respect them enough to give them that break.
Or you break up.
Giving you 90 days.
Or you break up.
That means you put me on timeout for 90 days, and they're going to tell me that I'm not supposed to date or entertain anybody. I will just wait for you to come back in 90 days, and then 91.
But it doesn't necessarily have to necessarily be 90 days. That was just something that she said.
But I'm saying
it could be 30 days. It could be whatever y'all agree upon.
Right. I'm just using 90 days because that's what Kiki used.
Let me ask this, and because this, I think this is important. Is this break from the relationship? Is this you working on you, or you working on the relationship?
You're working on. You could really actually work on both.
So, are you going to counseling? Are we going to counseling? Or like what's going on here?
Well, that all depends on what the break is for. I can't tell you why people take breaks because everybody they break for different reasons. So I can't give you like, oh, what's going on here, because I can't tell you what's going on because the break ain't my break. It's just a break in general, because that's what people do. People say, I'm going on a break. We need to take a break. Now, whatever reasons they want to take a break, whether you feel like your relationship is toxic, the person ain't listening to you, the relationship is not going the way that y'all spoke about, and now it's going a whole other different type of way. Whatever the situation may be.
I'm gonna go on record. Right? Ain't no break. Ain't no break. We either we're gonna work on this and we're gonna fix it, or we're gonna move on. That's it. We ain't doing no break. Next thing you know, now you got a break, baby. I mean, you don't.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. You got a break, baby.
You done 4-letter F word somebody you wasn't supposed to, but you wanted to.
But is that because one aspect of the relationship you're not getting, which is the sex part?
I don't understand. What do you mean you're not getting?
Like when you go on a break and you're not having sex. Neither one of you are having sex.
If you don't have the discipline,
is that the reason why?
You can't be working on us, but working on that. that can't fix us.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's too many variables for me. We're gonna work on us, or we're going to move on. Like, we're too old for this.
Absolutely. And we're gonna just hear one more video from this nice little light-skinned lady.
5 rules for taking a healthy relationship break. Are you and your partner considering taking a relationship break? It's really important to set some ground rules so that you each know what to expect from the break and what it is that you want. I'm Andrea Bragnano. I'm a licensed professional counselor and licensed mental health counselor, specializing in anxiety, burnout, stress, and relationship-related issues. Rule number 1, be honest with yourself and with each other. What is it that you want and need from this break? What is it that you're hoping to gain from it? And is it something that you really want and need? Be honest. Number 2, define the break. What does a break mean? Does it mean that you're not speaking to one another? Are you dating other people? Be sure to define that, because our experiences of the past relationships and just of life give us different definitions of what a break really means. 3, set a time limit. Is that a week long? Is it a month? How long of a break do you feel that you both need? And be sure that you're communicating with each other what that break time really is. Number 4, set expectations. What are you expecting from this break? Are you going to be seeing other people? Are you going to be checking in with one another on a regular basis? Are you going to hope that at the end of this, there's some sort of agreement of what the relationship is going to look like moving forward? What are those expectations and boundaries of what you need during this break period? And number 5, openly communicate. Be sure that before you go on this break, you're communicating with one another what your needs are and what your expectations are. Even being able to communicate with your partner to say, I think it's time that we need a break, and then being able to define that. If your expectation is that you're checking in with one another, be sure that your communication is open and honest throughout the entire break. I hope this helped. Bye.
Here are the rules. Or
I think we
some
covered.
rules.
I think we covered. Yeah, I think we covered all of them. I think we did.
I think those are some rules.
Yeah, I think we covered all of that. But I'm gonna go back on record to say, we ain't doing
We
no
know
break.
Roshan ain't going on no breaks.
Nah,
we
we not doing
heard
no
you,
breaks.
Roshan.
Yeah, that's we don't do breaks over here. We gonna break up or we gonna work it out.
Break up
And
or work it out. Work it out.
we working it out or we breaking it up. We ain't no breaks.
I'm always down for a breakup.
Okay, so let me ask this. Is that a cultural thing?
It's a joke.
Is what?
I said, is that a cultural thing?
What do you mean?
Cultural.
Like, how often do we hear black folks talk about we need a break? Because when we stop talking, once we stop saying that, once the title changes,
What title?
the relationship title, once that changes, we back out on these streets. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest here. Like,
Well,
like,
I don't know if
work,
it's a cultural thing, though.
that may work with Sally and it may work with Kate. But with Shalonda, once you change, once that title has changed, once she has gone on social media and changed her thing from dating to it's complicated, she back for the streets.
Whatever. If it's complicated, it's complicated.
Bullshit.
So most times, because culturally we're backwards.
Yeah.
Culturally we're backwards, right? Culturally we'll be our lighter skinned brothers and sisters. They would be like, we're on a break. They're going to go to therapy. They're going to do all the other stuff because they're on a break, right? We're on a break, meaning that we're no longer in a relationship, but we'll still be smashing.
Then that's
And
not a
then,
break.
and then 30 days, you're trying to figure out, okay, did I meet somebody else that's more smashable than you, or should I just stay
More
here?
smashable.
Right.
More
Todd.
smashable.
Right, exactly. Break equal outside. Soon as that changes, we back outside.
And that may be true. That's why I said what I just said.
And most of it, let's be honest,
I'm more for the breakup.
Most of it is based off the fact that we do not take being alone very well. We do not take being alone with ourselves well. So if I'm not with you, I'm going to be with someone else because I don't like being alone with myself.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely.
Okay.
Two totally different things. Some people don't know how to be alone. I agree with you. Because they feel like, because I know people that they can't be by themselves. They have to go from relationship to relationship to relationship. They have to be with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that break may not work for that person because they have to be in something. They have to, like, I know people like that. So
And
I'm
that's
not,
sad.
I mean, it could be sad to you. We ain't doing no breaks over here. We ain't doing that. No breaks.
He said being alone is cool. It's the other stuff.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Huh? I
Yeah,
said Pinky said being alone. She
That's
said
a
being alone is cool. It's the other stuff.
no. That's a mindset. That's a mindset.
I don't agree with that either, because you can say we try to make that as an excuse as the other stuff. The other stuff is just your excuse to not be alone.
Yeah, yeah. That's a mindset. Mindset. That's why we ain't doing no break. As soon as I hear that, it's over.
I'm gonna head on out. Let me grab my pillows because I'll be darned if you're gonna have another man sleeping on my pillows.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, do it matter? If you're breaking up, you're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in this.
So at that point, nothing matters. You take yours, I'm gonna take mine, and that, if we breaking up, you take what you gonna take, and I'm gonna take what I'm gonna take, and we gonna go on about our business. And I'll holler.
Right, that's what
I'll see you when I see you.
Right, but that's why I'm saying let me go in here and grab my pillows.
If it's reciprocal.
Pinky said who said he was gonna be sleeping.
Right. Well, if your tail whack, then you ain't gonna be sleeping. You're gonna get on up and go home. But if the tail is if your piece of tail any inch of good, he gonna catch a breather.
Oh gosh.
So that's all on you.
I don't know where we going. I'm gonna take a break right now.
or shut up, Sean. All I know is, for me, my personal opinion, if we taking a break, we ain't together.
Right. If anybody comes to you and
and that's just what it is. And I don't have a problem with that. It's the people that got a problem with the break.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. In this moment of the break, would you be just working on yourself, or would you be entertaining other men?
For myself,
would you be just working on yourself?
If we break up, we breaking up.
So, and I'm not saying breaking up. I'm saying if this whole thing with the break, if he like, we're gonna take a break, you rejecting it? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Are you rejecting that whole idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
No, I hear you, because I don't think we ain't doing no break.
If you feel that strongly about something about me that's not fixable while we're together, that could be fixed while we're together, then it ain't gonna be fixed while we apart either.
I don't care.
I may take in what you're saying about maybe me, and I may take that in, and after we do our breakup, and I may go back and I may self-reflect before I decide to enter into another relationship, so the same mistakes don't happen twice. But as far as that relationship, that'll be over. That's what's the point.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
You gonna feel how you gonna feel, and I'm not gonna ignore how you feel, but I'm not gonna sit back either and you take a break, and then let's say I did agree. That still don't mean I'm gonna have any peace of mind because I'm gonna be worrying about whether or not you dealing with somebody else and what you doing instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing and working on myself and us coming together to work on a relationship.
So if you came
So
up
yeah,
with
no,
the
I don't got
stipulations,
time for that.
if you came up
You
with
could
the
come up with whatever
stipulations,
stipulations. You come
you
up with
ain't
whatever
with it?
stipulations you want to come up with. That
You don't
don't
believe
mean
it?
your ass gonna follow them. That mean you want me to follow them, and you may not follow them. I'm not doing that bullshit. I'm not doing it because I got one time to accidentally walk up on your ass and you with another chick. It's gonna be a problem,
Problem.
and it is not gonna be a pretty sight for somebody.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Hell no.
I'm not doing it. There's no room
And
to
I know
wiggle room.
I
No wiggle
can't.
room.
I don't got the patience for it. Like some women, I give it to y'all. I give y'all a thumbs up because y'all got the patience to deal with stuff like that. But I don't have the patience for it. I guess because I guess the older I get, the less patience I have. I don't know, but I ain't deep for the bullshit. You ain't about to sit up here and manipulate me. Oh no. That's not what we about to do. So if you got a problem with me or anything about me, speak your mind. I could fix that while we still together.
Right. But that's why the break
Now,
doesn't make sense. Why do
if
we need
I
a break?
don't fix it, that's something different.
But help me understand, why is it that we need a break to fix us? What is it? What is it? What is it that's wrong with us that you got to break?
Because some
That's like,
people,
oh man,
I guess, because some people issues is deeper than just because self-reflection is self-reflection. If you have an issue with some things about me, how I whatever the situation may be, you don't like the way I talk to you, or um you know you use silence as a way to hurt somebody. I take away sex, and when I'm mad at you, like shit like that, that's workable. Like, yeah. But some people got deeper shit going on in their relationship.
Shit, that person don't need to be in a relationship.
Some people don't.
Yeah,
Some people don't, because some people honestly really don't even know what they really want. They have that part that, yeah, I want to be with somebody and this and that, but you really don't know what you really want in a relationship. So when shit start bothering you, you really don't even know what you want. Because if you want to come to me and you're gonna say, okay, we gotta talk about the relationship because X, Y, orange, and Z, you better come with some good shit.
They just want companionship.
Not no bullshit. And if that's what you want, to speak that and say that.
They just want companionship.
Okay, you want companionship, then say that. Don't say you want a relationship, say you want companionship.
Buy a dog.
Because companionship we don't need to be doing all of this for companionship. Hit me when you want a companion. Shit.
In the words of Kevin Samuels, my dog.
When you buy your cruise tickets and your flight, hit me.
What you say, Terry?
I said, when you get your cruise tickets and your flight, hit me up like, all right, we going here. Let me put this date down. If that's what you need. But
yeah, Pinky said, if you just want companionship, get a puppy.
I said that, buy a dog. So she agreed with Kevin Samuels. Oh, Pinky is the new Kevin Samuels.
I don't agree with that though, because I think everybody.
No, she not.
I think everybody. I think to a certain extent, everybody needs or wants companionship or wants to be touched, and not by a wet nose and stinky breath.
Well, what's the whole idea of being alone?
It's not the whole idea of being alone. It's just the whole idea of where do you see yourself putting your energy?
Well,
Do
sometimes
I
you
want
need
to
to
put
be
my
by yourself.
energy? Do I want to put my energy into? Some people want to have companionship is a piece where I choose the basis, I choose the stipulations of where this is going to go or what we're going to do. So a companion is not someone where you're in a relationship. I'm the expectation. That's what it is. The expectations change. When it's a companion, if it's my companion, I'm looking for companionship. The expectations of this relationship has changed. I'm not expected to talk to you every day. I'm not expected to go out to dinner with you every week. That's not the expectation. When you're in a relationship, those expectations are I'm expected to do these things. The expectation is we're supposed to touching. We're supposed to check in each other on every day. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? As a companion, I want to talk to you every day.
Yeah. Now take the dog to the dog park. Go read a book. Go to happy hour by yourself. Go self-reflect. Go do something. Go find yourself. So when some people get a dog, it's to kind of, give yourself something to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
I used to watch this. I think I used to watch this show. It was on Netflix, right? And it's basically couples. It's called The Ultimatum.
Yep,
And
I watched.
couples, you watch it.
Yep.
So basically, it's couples that get together. They give their person an ultimatum.
yeah.
Within that ultimatum, yeah. So within that ultimatum, they make them all break up. And the couples that they mingle with each other, and then they come back to the table, and then they rematch them with somebody else's spouse or somebody else's person.
Yeah.
And they're in this relationship with this other person for X amount of weeks. And then once those weeks are up, they go back to their spouses. And then that's when they figure out whether or not they want to stay with that person or not. Because now you have experienced a different type of relationship with another person that you felt like you connected with. And then you go back to your regular person and y'all try to make whatever situations work out. You either gonna stay or you gonna go.
This would be a
Some people stay.
Would be a one episode show. This would be a one episode show.
Not a one episode.
Why do we gotta be a one episode show?
You gonna give me an ultimatum, then go be with somebody else? Nah, we ain't doing that.
That's part of the experiment. You signing up for the experiment.
I'm not signing up for nothing like that. For one, I don't do
That's
ultimatums.
the whole point.
For one, I don't do ultimatums. And for two, I'm not introducing nobody into my situation, our situation. I don't believe that somebody else can fix our shit.
It ain't for it's not about fixing it's not about fixing your relationship. It's about you going with somebody.
It's about, is it worth fixing?
Yeah, so we ain't going with nobody else. We're not going with nobody else.
You take the moment on the show, the experiment, to see if you pay, like if the grass is green on the other side.
No, we ain't worrying about that. We're gonna water our grass. We're gonna water our grass.
Do you see Short Face? He is disgusting.
We're gonna water our grass. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna water our grass. Put our grass where we want our grass to be. We ain't doing none of that. Nah.
I get it. I get to it because like I think one of the seasons or one of the episodes, the one dude he couldn't take it. Like he was losing his fucking mind
Nah, we ain't doing
because
that.
he couldn't take seeing his person with another, even though they wasn't doing nothing, but he couldn't take seeing her with another man.
Even though they wasn't
He
doing
was
nothing. Nah.
he was
Nah, some of them
he
was
lost.
doing stuff.
Some of them was, but some of them had their little rules, like no sex, no, I don't, they had their little rules with their little but they're not supposed to have rules. It's supposed to be a no holds bar type of situation.
Yeah, we
Whatever
don't know.
happens,
Oh, yeah. Right.
happens.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever happens. And
Oh,
once you
something
go
gonna
back
happen.
into your relationship,
Something gonna happen. How boy said, surprise, surprise.
I can't with
Surprise,
you.
surprise.
But the whole basis of it is for y'all to break up and separate, so you can see how you're treated, but how somebody else treats you that you chose.
Nah, this for one, this gonna have to be a surprise because this conversation ain't even gonna get past the first sentence. You get what I'm saying? Like we're not entertaining
And
other
some
people.
and some people don't make it, and some people don't make it past the introduction part. They just be like, it's time to go. They get their person and they step the hell off.
Yeah,
Because
and
that's
when
not, and most of the time it's the men.
when you look up
Because he be
definition of
like,
some people,
let's go.
when you look up definition of some people, is a picture of me in there like this. Yeah, I'm some people.
Yo, I can't.
Understanding that on those shows, majority of the time it's the women that are giving ultimatum to the men. So a man, so when that first episode airs, and a man is saying, you know what, nah, I'm good, we're gonna go on home, it's for the very reason because the ultimatum worked. We're gonna figure this junk out without all this other stuff. I don't need Brad. I don't need Brad and Tommy over here. I don't need them over here. We're gonna go
Derek?
home and we're gonna figure this junk out.
Derek, that's why I said this would have had to be a surprise. That's my point. It would have had to been a surprise to get me there anyway.
Oh God,
Right.
y'all making my damn stomach hurt.
It would have to be a surprise to get me there anyway. And then once I got there, and you hit me with this, we on an ultimatum show. You don't get your ass in the car. Oh,
Roshan, like, I thought this was a cooking show.
Hey, what we doing? You know what? You stay here. That's what we
I thought this
doing.
was about firefighter cooks. What do you mean? We
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna leave her there. I'm probably gonna leave her there because you entertaining this? Nah, you got to know your person. You got to know your person.
You do.
And to know me. No, I don't entertain all of that other nonsense. We're not doing that.
Right.
We're not taking no breaks. We ain't doing all that. Do your
because
counseling.
honestly, that's what I was saying. I'm like, there's a break, right? When you talk about somebody taking a break, that's like, oh snap, I got to get my brakes fixed. So I take my car to the dealership and take my car to the dealership, turn it in, and get it, and then I want to walk home while the car is at the dealership. No, it's still your car. So what are we breaking up a relationship? What are we taking a break on a relationship? What is there a hold for? Break does not mean to explore. We're not exploring anything. A break is do we need to be together? Yes or no? That's a break. And if you gotta ask yourself if we need to be together, then let's go on and break up. You can go out and see what's out there, and if you want, and it still gives you the opportunity to spin the block if you need to spin the block. You
I don't
take
believe
2
in
days,
any.
take 2 weeks, take a month, and you come back like, girl, I was playing with you. You like, I thought you needed more space. I did need more space. I bought another apartment. What are you talking about, girl? Get on back over here. You make that decision. You make that. You figure that out. That was one of my favorite scenes from Martin when Cole and the light skinned chick, and he was dating all them girls because she said she needed space. Yo, you don't remember that episode? That's the episode Martin when Martin and Gina would not be in the same scenes with each other. So Martin's mom was there, and he was trying to sneak.
Okay.
In the apartment, and every time, Cole would stay showing up with somebody new, knocking on the door, showing up with somebody new.
Yeah,
that's
what
that was. That's right. That's.
But he was for the streets. Shirley put his ass out.
It wasn't Big Shirley though. It was the Maxine, wasn't it? It was the other chick, the slow one, because the
other slow one.
Because
she was slow.
Because at the end of the episode, he was like, "But babe, you said you needed more space." She said, "Yeah, I got a bigger apartment." The most hilarious thing I ever heard. But that's
I remember that. That was the dingy chick.
You need more space. You need space, so get a bigger apartment. But we don't need space. We good.
I'm not doing
it. I'm not taking you seriously. We might as well just break up because I'm not taking you seriously because I can't. I'm not. If I'm dating you, I'm dating you for marriage, and I don't need to date. I don't need to date anybody who needs a break. Because when we get married, there's no breaks.
Uh-oh, now it's getting interesting. Uh-oh.
It is.
Uh-oh.
So if we practice it and you're like, I need a break, then I'm like, yeah, you ain't about this. You ain't about this life. Because to date, if you're seriously dating, intensely dating, then you're dating knowing that you're building up towards something. And if you're telling me as we building up towards something, that's what we want, then we don't need to be together.
We don't.
So
I totally agree.
Let's head on
like I totally agree.
Let's cut this thing short. Let's head on.
But out. I know me, and I know that when I was married, I did used to leave for a couple of days because I'm gonna kill you. You get on my damn nerves that bad. I'm gonna kill your ass. I need to walk off.
For some reason, I ain't surprised.
Right.
Listen, everybody know it is what it is.
It'll do what it do.
That's right.
They do what it do.
And I need to walk away just for a minute, collect myself, and then I'm gonna return back, and then we can figure this shit out. But I gotta collect myself first, because I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm not doing
no break stuff. I do counseling. I do the couples counseling. I'll do even.
But you do know that sometimes when you go to a counselor, relationship therapist, or whatever, and y'all go together, sometimes the counselors will suggest that.
What? I don't care what they suggest, but I'll entertain whatever that will strengthen you together. You know what I agree with the most.
That's the whole point of going to counseling. When you go to counseling, you're not gonna take what the counselor is suggesting.
I don't have to agree with everything. But the one thing that I do know that I think is very interesting that I've seen plenty of times is in couples counseling. Sometimes when you go to couples counseling and you see other people's shit, you see that maybe some of the things that you are going through ain't that big.
Right.
It ain't that big.
Fact.
Sometimes you just viewing it.
That is true.
Sometimes you just viewing it from a cynical point of view. You're insecure, or you're making some things bigger than what it is. Then you get in this room, right? And everybody's telling their story, and now you're looking at your man like he just pissed on the toilet seat and left the toilet seat. Like,
Right.
like I was tripping over, some things that we can just have conversations about. Like this
But
dude having an orgy.
And I get that part, and that's why I said what I said. Everybody's relationships is different, and it depends on the two people that's in that relationship. If y'all willing to work it out, or if you're willing to work it out, or you're gonna, or are you willing to walk away? Because those are the only two choices that you're gonna have. You either gonna work it out, so whatever you agree upon, whether y'all take a break, whether y'all work it out while y'all still together, whether you go into relationship counseling, whatever that may be, if you choose to work it out, that's up to you. That's your decision to make. If you're not willing if you're not willing to work it out, then the only other choice you got is to walk away. And you may not want to walk away, and that's okay. So we do a lot of things that we don't want to do, but if that's necessary, then that's what's necessary.
I ain't
Because
taking
why
no
would you
break.
want to stay? Why would you want to stay in a relationship anyway that's just not working for you?
I'm not taking a break. I don't do that. Like I said, we can do the counseling. We can go to couples counseling, and then you can see from different perspectives. You can see things. You can see things for what it really is. That you had it good or you had it bad. From hearing things from other people, like whatever's the case. But I don't believe the break thing is for me. Definitely not doing the ultimatum. I think that show.
You need to go watch I think you need to go watch the ultimatum. I think you'll find it very interesting. I really do.
Let me reiterate, right? Let me. Ain't no ultimatum. It ain't gonna happen. I'm in on the counseling, the couples counseling, the stuff like that, involving another person personally in our relationship is not going to work for me. That's why I'm not doing no break. Just do the counseling, do the couples
But
counseling.
you do know you
I'll know what.
don't have to involve another person in your situation.
I'm talking about people that involve
That's a
other people.
choice.
I'm talking
No, I
about people.
understand, but that's just a choice. It's
So
not a necessity.
I'm not even entertaining anything. If you don't like that, then you ain't for me, and I'm fine with that. But I'm not doing it, and I don't care what you think. Not you, but you understand what I'm saying.
No,
No
I get
ultimatum.
it.
No break, no ultimatum.
All right, we understand that you ain't doing the ultimatum.
Them two things come into play is over.
We got you. You ain't with the ultimatums. You was not with the ultimatums. We understand.
Yeah.
But it's
And I really,
but
I agree
that's
with
just
him. I agree 100% with him about the ultimatum. I think in nobody, as an adult, we shouldn't be a do this or else, because that's a sign of little to no respect. There should never be a do this or else. There should be, as two healthy adults, we should be able to come together and come up with a compromise that we're both comfortable with, but not a you do this or is my way or the highway. Because we already defining roles. We already defining who's running what. And you're not going to sit here in my old age and tell me what I'm going
your
to
old
do.
age.
Well, we know we
Oh
talking.
yeah, no, that's never gonna happen.
Right, but that's what ultimately what an ultimatum is.
That's never gonna happen.
You're going to do this or you're going to do this, So you're pretty much telling your person is that you're going to do what I tell you to do, or you're not going to do anything at all. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm not going to sit here. You're not going to sit here and think I'm going to be that pressed to love you that that you're just going to tell me and make me do what you want me to do. We're going to come to an agreement because we love each other enough to come into an even playing field and say, okay, where I'm not completely happy, you may not be completely happy, but we're okay at this piece. But not you completely. That's why I don't even like that happy wife, happy life stuff. I don't even like that because because my happiness don't mean anything. It's all about you. And we already know that you're not going to have a successful relationship where only one person is happy and the other person isn't.
You absolutely right. Both people need to be happy in their relationship, and that's why I say I'm a big believer in the walk away. A very big believer.
We
But
see.
everybody is different. Everybody is different because I'm ultimatums, they don't really work for me. So, but I love the show, but they just don't work for me. Because
That ain't gonna work.
just like Derek said, you ain't about to tell me what to do. We ain't doing that.
Yeah,
and I mean that with my whole chest.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
They already know what
because the decision, once it come out your mouth, the decision for me, it's not even gonna be an ultimatum because once you tell me it's this or that, my answer is gonna be I'm just gonna walk away and go in the room and get my shit and I'm out. There you go. We ain't gotta talk about nothing else. I don't got no more words.
Yeah, I did. Like, yeah, I sure did.
Wait, what happened?
Like, what happened? I haven't seen her around. What happened? She gave me an ultimatum.
Yeah, cause who you talking to? Like, who
that's unnecessary.
Like, nah,
I think
look, I ain't Denzel or Idris Elba or anything like, but I'm alright, right? I'm okay. I'm alright. I ain't, and look, don't get me wrong. I'm not, I'm not an 11. You know what I mean? But I'm a nice little number. I'm a nice
you
little
know
number.
what?
Nice little,
I am done.
I'm a nice little well-rounded number. I'm a nice little well-rounded
My
number.
ears.
But my point,
listen,
may not be an 11, but I'm definitely a 2 digit.
So, for you to be coming at me like that, who you think you talking to? Because I don't believe in a lot of stuff. I don't believe in a lot of stuff, right? I don't believe in adultery, right? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in. I mean, anyway, I ain't got to go there. I'm all right. I'm okay cat. I'm an okay cat.
I just think that if you are having issues, I think that if you're having issues in your relationship, and whether you may feel it's one-sided, but that person has concerns, it's just easy to just listen to what somebody's concerns are.
When I'm saying like
acting like they don't exist.
Even thinking about it as I keep going, going about it, thinking about this whole thing. It ain't me, it's you. It has to be you. I am too much. But nah, on some real,
I am done.
I'm not doing breaks and I'm not doing ultimatums. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
And that's okay. But for those that do choose to go on breaks,
you want to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh my gosh!
For any of those brothers that do, give me a call.
Why they got to be ashamed of themselves?
At 862.
Man up, woman up. If you feel,
don't you be giving out your damn phone number to the world. What's wrong with you?
At the firehouse, like I'm looking for Roshon.
What is wrong with him?
You got on the call right now. You tell me call Clarence back. 917-322.
But
Way
like I
better.
was saying, if you are one of those people that don't mind going on breaks, that if
Well,
that's
I don't
what you
mind going on
feel
a
is
break as
going
long as
to
the
that's
lunch
going
break.
to help is that's going to help your relationship, then
It's
more
not.
power to you.
It's not. Let's be real. When you go on break,
Why we gotta be negative?
no. Because let's be
Why
honest here. Because you
we
gotta
gotta
know.
be
You
negative
have to
here?
use. We gotta stop giving. We gotta stop giving stuff. We gotta stop giving words new meanings. Right. When you go on break,
We not
Rashawn, when
giving
you go
it a
on
new
break,
meaning.
you are. When you go on break, Rashawn, are you thinking about anything that got anything to do with the firehouse?
No.
Not a thing. When you go on
When
break,
I'm
what you
off,
do?
no.
Don't.
When Sean off, he's
Right.
shopping for the firehouse. Whatever. Sean cooking.
Telling my business.
Sean getting
When
his.
you when
But
Mr. Derek goes on break, Mr. Derek don't want to talk about anything that has anything to do with the school he works at.
I think that's everybody though.
Right.
I don't
But
talk.
exactly.
I think that's anybody. Nobody wants to talk about their damn job when they aggravate your soul.
Absolutely. And so ride with me here. So the same way, if you're talking about a break from a relationship, if I'm taking a break, I'm not thinking nothing about that person or that relationship because I'm on break.
Then you not on a break. You want to break up.
No, that's what I'm saying. But a break, we're not on a breakup when I go to work.
No, because you going to work. That's different.
No, it's not. Because relationship is work.
Yes, it is.
So when I go on break, that means don't come ask me nothing about that person. I don't want to know how the weather, what was her favorite color. I don't want to know none of that.
Who that?
Absolutely, Tosh. That's Tosh from one of the former hosts.
Oh no. I was talking about what they were saying.
Oh, she said when you go on break, you stop getting paid.
Exactly. When I go on break, according to Cat, I'm not getting no butt, so I'll stop getting paid.
Oh
So
Jesus!
don't talk to me.
I'm not.
I'm
done.
You have stopped the benefits of this relationship. The benefits of the relationship is access. You have cut off my access, but then you want me to sit
She
and
could
talk
cut.
about
She could cut off the access without the break.
right. So then let's just cut this off
Y'all
and stop playing with each other's time.
That's probably how you got to the
So
break.
you don't need the break
That's
to
probably
cut
how
off
you got to the
access.
break. That's probably how you got to the break.
Maybe so, but it's
Ain't
a
no cutting off
reason why
nothing.
it's being. It's a reason why it's being done. So the real question is: are you going to get down to the nitty gritty of why your access is cut off? Are y'all going to communicate what the issues are, or is it just
Not
going
on
to
break.
continue just to be? It's just going to continue to be what it is.
Not on
She
break.
said the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty is what we need to be doing while we're in a relationship. But if we on break, I don't need to talk about any of that.
I
If we on break,
understand what you're saying, but that's why I say what I say. Are you just going to continue to ignore issues that go on in your relationship like they don't exist? And while she walking around mad, she don't want to have sex with you. She don't even want to look in your
Hold
damn
on,
face and talk to you because she is trying to. Oh my
right.
gosh! Because she is trying to communicate. Because I'm a she, so I'm gonna say she to he. I'm not gonna say he to she because I'm a she. Okay.
Okay.
You biased, and I don't want to have this conversation with you.
Then I will be biased. Okay.
But with that being said,
so are you
everybody for
going to
coming out.
are you going to get down to the nitty gritty of the
we're gonna take a
situation?
break. We're gonna
Everybody
take a
can't be
break till
walking
next
around
week.
acting around. Or everybody cannot be walking around acting like they don't have issues in their relationship and ignore
We're
it.
gonna take a break till next week.
I won't be here next week, so them two will be on for y'all.
You have to, because I'm
that was not in
duty.
the chat. You say using call out days. You ain't even got no days.
What? I I know you ain't talking. It'll be in the chat tomorrow.
They calling out.
I got a life too, you know. So,
Tasha, what you doing next week? Come on the show next week for Kyra. She's calling out early.
So you taking a
Natasha,
break?
you want to take my spot next week, Natasha? Let me know. Hit me up, girl.
I'm on duty next week.
Okay, so it'll be Tasha and Derek. What you want me to say?
You got to take a break.
But that means 2 people out. That means we ain't got no show next week.
We got to take a break from your break.
You did 2 people last week. You could do
right.
2 people.
I said if 2 people are out.
Well, Kyra, you just going
Natasha gonna take my spot.
Kyra, you gonna have to tell.
Thank you, Tasha. See, Tasha said I got you. So there you go. There go my replacement right there.
You're gonna have to tell Alfred that you can't make it.
I'm gonna hit you up, Tasha.
You gonna tell Alfred?
Who the fuck is Alfred? Who the fuck is Alfred?
Not Alfred.
It gotta be an Alfred or a Harold.
No, the hell it don't. Harold is my cousin. Okay, Harold is my cousin. So there you have it. We do thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We are getting out of here because it's getting out of control. These men don't know how to act. So on that note, we thank everybody for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the topic. I have no idea what they're going to be talking about next week, but we appreciate y'all. Candid Conversations this month went on their 6th year of broadcasting. So always and forever, we always will thank the viewers for tuning in and keeping us coming on every Tuesday for your entertainment. And with that being said, as always, does anybody have anything else to say before we knock out of here?
Before I say let's get back to family, we ain't doing no break. We ain't doing no ultimatums. It's forever. And if you don't like it, then it's your problem. Let's get back to family. That's it.
Forever, ever, and never, ever.
That's it.
Forever, ever.
You date with intentions.
Derek.
And that's it.
Derek, you got something to say?
I agree with Sean. We gotta set up. We gotta set up for life. And we're doing it, and we cannot say that we're ever going to be ready or life is not going to be lifing. But the whole idea is finding someone that you're willing to do life with. And if you're willing to do life with them, you don't need to take breaks from them. You figure out life as time goes.
Yes.
All right.
Any man that's with me, your ass need a break. And on that note, I give your ass permission to take that to your break. And on that note, we do appreciate y'all. Love, peace, and blessings always. Thank y'all for tuning in.